In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a little bit of nature to make a Valentine's gift. So if you want to learn how to do it, well, then follow me. What's up, Glue Dots? I'm Elaine, the Midnight Crafter, out here in chilly nature to find some little items to use for our little craft project that we're going to be doing here. Since Christmas is over, it's time to move on to Valentine's Day, of course. So wanted to make a little project that'll be something that you can give to someone that you love. Anyway, before we get to the project, I would really love it if you join our Glue Dot family by hitting the subscribe button down below, and make sure you hit that bell next to it to inform you when I upload new videos. Also, if you enjoy my videos, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, because I really do love hearing from you. Also, don't forget to check that description box down below. That's where I have a list of all items you'll need for this project, as well as a link to win a cute little bling owl keychain. And I do that drawing and a live chat on the 1st of every month. Though I don't know if I'm going to do one January 1st, but we'll see how the 31st goes and we'll base it on that. Well, I think right now I want to get to this project, so follow me and let's do it. So I'm just going to look for some sticks. Oh, here's some random ones that I found on the ground. There's a good stick right there. Here's some pieces. We have this big old tree in the backyard that just got thinned out a bit. So there's some branches there. So just go ahead and collect branches, and then we will get started. So now we're going to start taking our sticks and starting to form our heart. So figure out overall how big you want your heart. I think I'm going to go with a width of about 9 inches or so. So find your longest branch and go ahead and cut that to the length that you want your widest part of your heart to be. And I'm using the garden shears from Dollar Tree. You can use your scissors, but I feel like it just puts unnecessary wear and tear on them, so you may as well use something that's kind of made for the job. I have a feeling these are going to be all over my kitchen. And then what we're going to progressively do is get a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller. Now don't worry if your branches aren't completely straight, because that's what adds a bit of charm to the heart. So you're going to go, each level is going to be, in order to start forming the shape of our heart, we're going to have it be slightly smaller and slightly smaller. So go ahead and just measure. This one's a little thin on the end, so I'm going to cut off that thin part and save it maybe for a different part of the heart. Want something a little sturdier for this upper part. This one has quite a bit of curve to it, as you can see, so I think I may be cutting that part off and using some of it as the other pieces, just so that I don't have such a huge curve to the heart. So you're going to have to, depending on the branches that you find, start working on forming that shape, and you might just have to kind of finagle them a little bit until you get the right lengths that you need. So just keep going and keep cutting the different pieces, the different sizes. And once we get all that done, we'll move to the next step. So I've got all my pieces cut. You can do as many or as few, or space them as big spaces as you want apart. I would say my bottom, and my bottom piece here is probably about 3/4 of an inch, and my top pieces here are about 1 inch. And these, I would guess, are probably about a little less than 2 inches, and gradually working our way up. And you kind of have to play with it and just find the right lengths and the shape of the heart that you want. I'm going to go ahead and take these outside now and spray paint them white. If you don't want to spray paint them white and you want more of a natural look, you can go with the twine and leaving them natural. I'm actually going to spray paint mine white, and I'm going to be using this red ribbon here, the grosgrain ribbon. So whatever your preference and however you want it to look. I'll be right back. Okay, I got them painted, and as you can see, in typical Elaine style, I changed my mind and I decided to spray paint them silver. So I don't know, I saw the can there, the metallic, and I thought that would look really cool. And I love spray painting things silver and gold. I don't know, that metallic just gets me every time. Anyway, what we're going to work on right now is attaching these together. So how I'm going to do that, I've already started a little bit here. I'm going to be using, as I said, my grosgrain ribbon, and we're going to start by taking your first piece, and you're going to put a tiny little dab of hot glue on the tip of your ribbon or whatever you're using, if it's the twine, and put it towards the center outer edge of your stick. And then you're going to wrap it all the way till it comes all the way around once and meets, and put another little dab of glue there so that it just kind of goes all the way around. It really doesn't take much glue, and it's kind of hard to put a tiny little dab, but do the best you can there. Then you're going to go ahead and decide where exactly you want that placed. So lay out the placement of your sticks first and see where that's going to go, and then put a dab of glue directly onto the stick below it as to where you want that to actually attach. And that's just going to be just a teeny little dab so that you can kind of start placing things where you want them without them jiggling around. So I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do this to make it the least time consuming. And I think what I'm going to do is just take a small piece and cut it ahead. And I'm just taking enough of a piece to, it's going to vary for all of us, but based on how much our spacing is in between. But I'm going to put a dab of glue where I want it to be on the top of each of the sticks, and go ahead and lay that ribbon on top of it. So you're going to keep working your way down. I'm going to do the same thing again, and now cutting a little piece for the next two. Go ahead and use a toothpick to press those down. And then another thing, even to speed it up a little more, I think I'm going to go down and glue the next section down, and then go back and do all of them afterwards on the back side. Then I can just flip the whole thing. That may make it a little quicker as well. So a couple of things. Basically my strings are, for the most part, ending up approximately 2 inches. So I figured out that really in the long run, gluing them from the back, just one long string and then attaching them, yes, it sounds like a really easy way to go, but the paint will not stick well to the hot glue. So they will all come off. So that's why we are making these longer, that we're going to be able to wrap them around, because otherwise you'd go through all this work, get this all done, hang it up, and all the sticks would fall off of the string that you were to glue, or the ribbon that you were to glue behind it. So it definitely needs to be wrapped around to hold the sticks and the ribbon together. So I'm continuing my way down, and then I'm going to be flipping it over and gluing the backside and gluing these around, because this will not hold, guys. Just want you to know so you don't get all frustrated. And don't forget, we're going to need to do these center parts too. Can't leave those little guys flapping around. Whatever extra length, once you go around the backside and wrap this, you can always just go ahead and cut the excess off. Okay, so I have all the pieces glued into place from the front, and then these pieces secured too. And now what we're going to do is turn this over, and we're going to be gluing down all the pieces that we just put on. So we're going to be wrapping them around how they are up here on the top, and we're going to do that around each section. At this point, your toothpick's going to come in really handy to get in between those sticks. So we'll go through and get those all finished, and then we'll put the hanger on it. Okay, so I thought I was done, but one thing I want to point out to you, these top ones are where our hanger is going to be going from. So we do need to double up on these top little 2 pieces here. So that's going to happen before we can put on our hanger. I'm going to get that done, and then we're going to put the hanger on. If you're enjoying my channel, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to join the Glue Dot family. Hit that subscribe button down there too. And yeah, we have a good time here. I know I say that all the time, but I'm pretty sure we do, right guys? Okay, now that we've got that done, the last thing we're going to do here, well, I don't know, it doesn't have to be the last thing. We're going to put the hanger on there, which we're just going to take a piece and attach it to both of the upper sides. You can tie it if you want. You can just glue it on as we did these other sections. And if you want to add a little bow or something, or another really cool thing you could do is, you know, some of those little metal signs at Dollar Tree, if you like those, maybe the one that says believe, or I don't know if there's one that says love, I don't remember. But anything, if you want to put your your loved one's initial in there, but any of those cute ideas. So I'm going to put the hanger on and then I'm going to show you this up on the wall. Well, as usual, you know me, once again, I'm not quite finished. What I'm going to do is I decided to put these Scrabble letters on, and I'm going to put all my love and I'm going to glue those on there. Again, I'm going to probably be using both my Gorilla Glue and my hot glue gun so that they do stay on there. And then I'm going to show it to you all, well, up on the wall. Okay, hang on.